Hey y'all, this is Late Night Gospel. Let's see what we can find from the John Maxwell Leadership Bible today, New King James Version. Ooh, here we go. So this is from Leviticus chapter 1, 1 through 6. Right here. I'm going to read you guys that leadership example that John C. Maxwell wrote. The law of sacrifice. We must give up to get it right. Have you ever stopped to think that the laws of sacrifice in the book of Leviticus illustrate the leadership principle we call the law of sacrifice? God lays out specific instructions regarding how his people are to offer sacrifices acceptable to him. He makes it abundantly clear that they must give up certain things in order to get right with him. And getting right with him is crucial in light of the big picture. Cain and Abel made the first offerings recorded in the Bible. The early leaders of the Old Testament made sacrifices to God wherever they settled. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob built sacrificial altars. Noah offered sacrifices of thanksgiving after the flood. What do all these sacrifices mean? And how can a leader today apply the purposes of these sacrifices? So offerings, burnt offerings, meaning purging of sinful acts by the worshiper. Leader's application. A leader must pursue moral purity. Offerings, grain offering, meaning giving the best from a person's property. A leader must offer excellent effort and service. Offerings, peace offering, meaning expressed praise to God and fellowship with others. A leader must commit to prioritize relationships. Sin, guilt offering, meaning to atone for sin when restitution was impossible. Leader's application. A leader must request forgiveness when wrong. Trespass offering, meaning made for unintentional or lesser offenses. Leader's application. A leader must desire to maintain communication and momentum. So all those right there were different offerings that you could give to God to get right. And what I basically just went over on that example right there was how people gave different offerings and the meaning of them and the leader's application of it. So what a leader was supposed to do from that. And in Leviticus, it actually talks about each offering as well, which that's pretty neat how in that section, how John Maxwell, how he broke it up in that little section right there, because it talks about each offering that you can give to God to sacrifice, to get right with him. And I believe that getting right with God is definitely the best fulfilling thing to do, especially for your soul, because you can have everything in this world and you can still feel like something's missing. And that something's God. And when you just spend time with God and you get to know him for yourself, I highly encourage people to get to know God for yourself, because when you really get to know him for yourself, it definitely fills that empty void. Man, but I just really want people to be great leaders, really be great examples for God, really get to know him and spread his word. That's really all I want, because right now I know that people aren't really like giving him what he deserves. Like, I know there's a lot of people that do, but I'm just saying, I understand this is the devil's world, and it's definitely been a lot of corruption going on, especially with the younger kids as well. And I believe that if we really bring God to kids and people like we're supposed to, I believe a lot of these things could definitely be fixed if we just stay true to the Bible and stay true to what God wants. And this is all for the late night gospel. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I would really love to hear you guys' testimonies. I know Christian Chain Gang, I appreciate you guys for sharing your testimonies. Man, you guys are amazing. Just to be brave and to be strong enough to share that with people and to be open about it, I really appreciate you guys. And if anybody ever wants to reach out and talk about God to me, feel free to reach out. You can DM me or anything. It's always nice to talk about God. It's really fulfilling, and really hearing people talk about Him and just talking about Him in general, that fills my cup, and that fills other people's cup as well. And I just appreciate you guys. You guys have a great night. And yep, I'm going to church in the morning. You already know. I don't care how late it is. Have a good one, y'all.